The parents of autistic kids have been living this reality on a daily basis. Our voices needs to be heard as India decides further on regenerative medicine.
I'm Dr. Sandhya Gokavarapu. I'm a head and neck oncologist. I have some research experience. I've published around 40 papers in the field of oral cancers along with being a clinician. This experience helped me to choose stem cell therapy for my child. My daughter is autistic.
I'm Dr. Rohit, interventional neurologist from Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. So my son is also autistic. I'm here today hoping that I can opinions regarding the stem cell therapy.
Myself, Dr. Seema Mehrotra. I'm a dental surgeon and RCI registered rehab psychologist, currently working in the Medical College Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Jabalpur. I'm glad that I have chosen stem cell for my kid.
Myself, Dr. Amol Patil. I am by profession as working as an epidemiologist. I also have a child who is diagnosed as autistic, and we have also gone through a couple of sessions of stem cells. We are also seeing a positive results.
My name is Arun Tiwari. I am the Vice President of Parent Forum for Stem Cell and Autism and Cerebral Palsy.
मेरा नाम है दीपा सिंह और मैं अपने ग्रैंडसन के देखभाल कर रही हूँ.
So today we are here to discuss about the impact of the Supreme Court judgment on our lives.
Today's discussion, it's not about regretting, denying science or regulations. It's about ensuring all the families, policymakers, scientists, doctors come together to work together compassionately and for an open dialogue.
We are one of the respondent in Supreme Court. And respondent number 13. We already submitted the document for 250 pages for our children's improvement. We already submitted the documents of our children's improvement as well as a brain scan of before and after.
Shouldn't it be fundamentally parents' right to decide what should be done for the children rather than Supreme Court deciding on this?
We believe in that. Not that Supreme Court doesn't have a right to decide or something like that, but we believe that the parents do have a say in this whole matter.
Regarding the autism and then stem cell therapy, even though there are published papers, 83 papers have been submitted during the court trials, and still we have not seen the proper result.
I think we didn't get a hearing though we submitted.
Yeah. So the thing is, whenever a child is autistic, is diagnosed to be autistic, and it becomes a huge burden for the parents. Society itself, and it becomes a huge impact for the healthcare system also. We live in this reality on daily basis, and we face these issues on a daily basis. I think we deserve to be heard. We sincerely request to be heard regarding this.
But what is the incidence of autism in India and worldwide?
The autism and ADHD rates have been increasing significantly, not only in India, all over the world.
There is a roughly 1 in 100, that means 1% of the prevalence for autism in India. It shows that in US there is around 3% prevalence of autism.
Denying stem cell affects the long-term development and the improvements in the kid. At least we have to give it a try.
फिर भी हमने 12 साल तक स्ट्रगल किया, जहां पर लोगों की उम्मीदें खत्म हो जाती है. उसके बाद में इस ट्रीटमेंट के बारे में पता चला और हम आगे बढ़े. अभी मेरी बच्ची 19 साल की है, तो मुझे भी वही रिजल्ट मिला है.
Exactly.
जिस चीज से मैं जूझ रही थी उस सबको मैं पीछे छोड़कर अभी मैं खुशी खुशी जी रही हूँ.
Parents will do whatever is available on this earth, even planet. They can't see their children struggling in.
ना उसकी मम्मी थे ना उसके पापा थे. मैं उसको 6 साल तक वो बिल्कुल नहीं खड़े होता था. मैं उसको खड़े करती थी तो गिर जाता था. एम्स गई हूँ, गंगाराम गई हूँ, पर हर जगह मुझे बोल दिया गया ये कुछ नहीं कर सकेगा. मुझे इतनी निराशा दिलाई, पर हिम्मत नहीं हारी कि इसका फर्स्ट स्टेम सेल 23 को हुआ और 15 मार्च तक इसने चलना शुरू कर दिया बच्चे ने.
Wow, that's so nice.
This is miracle. क्या हुआ? बोलना शुरू कर दिया है, हर बात समझता है, विद स्माइलिंग फेस जस्ट लाइक ए नॉर्मल. यहाँ हॉस्पिटल में एंटर करते ही उसकी तकदीर बदल गई. उस दिन से हम लोगों ने जीना शुरू कर दिया.
We've been here for the past 1 year and 5 months now. He got diagnosed when he was 4 years. He was doing therapies. We never did the stem cell, only therapies. It didn't help him. He was non-verbal. So a friend told us about here. So when we came to this hospital,
We did the first stem cell. After like 2 months, 3 months, he started saying one word, like he can say orange. He loved the color orange. Now he started talking. He's talking. He can use the washroom by himself. Because before he was on diaper, he was 7 years when he came, 7.8. Now he's 9 years. Now he can go to the washroom by himself. He can write. He goes to a normal school. They should not ban stem cell because this stem cell, it helped him to focus. Can denying access to stem cell therapy impact the long-term development and independence of these special kids?
I traveled all the way from Canada. I'm here for the 3rd time and I'm very happy about it. Our angels must be traveling the most with the hope that there is a stem cell.
To get the treatment done.
Absolutely.
Please tell us how important is early intervention and access to advanced therapies in improving the quality of life of children with developmental disabilities.
If there is any organ in the body, brain development is directly proportional to the time. So most of the brain development happens before 3 years of age and it gets completed before 5 years of age. Whenever we give the stem cells, the synaptoplasticity happens significantly and remarkably during the early ages only. Rather, when we give at the later ages, it may not be able to give a significant impact. Most important, at least in the autistic kids or cerebral palsy kids or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder kids also. It makes a huge impact and significant changes in the early ages.
What is the scientific evidence of safety and efficacy of the stem cell therapy for autism and cerebral palsy? Was this submitted to the Supreme Court?
So we had actually submitted all those 83 papers. And there is a recent publication from India, in fact, which has a sample size of 1,000 plus children. So there is no question about safety. All the papers are very clear about safety and efficacy. None of the papers are ambiguous saying that it could be unsafe or anything of that sort.
Any of your children have experienced any side effects of stem cell therapy?
The side effects to the stem cell will be, first thing is most common is hypersensitivity. In my son, I have seen the hyperactivity for only 20 to 30 days and then it slowly started disappearing. Then we started seeing some significant improvements in such as maintaining personal hygiene, sitting tolerance, understanding capabilities, writing, fine motor and gross motor. Second is seizures, but the incidence of seizure secondary to stem cell therapy is very low. Third is pain at the injection site or hypersensitivity reactions and headaches or post-LP headaches. These are the most common side effects which we see with the stem cell. As per the studies also, most of the side effects are temporary only.
What was the case for the petitioners? What is their stand? Is their counter argument for this?
They wanted to get all kinds of stem cells banned.
It is for generic ban.
It is specific to the autism.
Nobody would be more interested in the well-being of the kid rather than his parent.
That is the exact reason why we got a favorable judgment in Delhi High Court. When we got the decision also, it was mainly regarding the conflict of interest. But as a parent, all we want is whatever works for our children, we want it to be available to us. I got a stem cell therapy done and I could see 5-point reduction in CAR score isn't being seen in any of the papers in which the therapies alone were being given.
Top of the world with Times Network. And you're watching Times Now.
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
True progress is not measured only by skylines and infrastructure, but by how effectively governance reaches every citizen. In a rapidly evolving India, transparent, technology-driven and citizen-centric administration has become the foundation of sustainable development. At the forefront of this governance revolution is Gujarat, where revenue reforms are redefining public service delivery and empowering citizens through speed and digital innovation. Guided by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of good governance and digital India, Gujarat government is building a governance ecosystem where technology simplifies services, transparency strengthens trust, and efficient administration empowers every citizen.
गुजरात की एक बहुत बड़ी विशेषता रही है, यहां समाज हमेशा समय की दिशा को जल्दी पहचानता है। परिवर्तन को अवसर में बदलना, नई संभावनाओं को अपनाना और भविष्य की तैयारी समय रहते शुरू करना, ये गुजरात की कार्य संस्कृति का हिस्सा रहा है।
Under the dynamic leadership of Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, the Revenue Department has strengthened end-to-end digitization and undertaken major policy reforms to simplify revenue procedures. Key initiatives include limiting the scrutiny period for Khedut Kharai certification to the last 25 years. The IORA portal, a faceless and integrated digital platform, has brought a wide range of revenue services online, from land records, mutations, NA permissions to government land allotments, renewable energy projects, RORs, property cards, deeds, and Index 2 copies, significantly reducing the need for physical visits. Applications are randomly assigned and processed within mandatory timelines, while digitally signed QR-coded documents ensure authenticity and ease of access.
IORA पोर्टल आदरणीय श्री मोदी जी की एक ऐसी पहल है कि इस पोर्टल के माध्यम से लैंड रिकॉर्ड संबंधित 35 से अधिक सेवाओं को एंड टू एंड ऑनलाइन कर दिया गया है। इतना ही नहीं, जहां कभी भूमि मापने महीने लगते थे, आज वही काम IORA से 21 दिन में पूरा होता है।
Strengthening farmer-centric governance, E-Dhara has revolutionized access to land records across Gujarat. 712 Record of Rights, 8A, VF6, VF7 extracts are now easily available online through any ROR portal, with digitally signed QR-coded copies accessible from home or through Janaseva and E-Gram Kendras, eliminating the need for repeated visits to government offices. Gujarat has emerged as the best performing state in the second phase of the PM Swamitva scheme. Gujarat has issued more than 18.5 lakh property cards, accounting for over half of the 32.35 lakh property cards distributed across the country and setting a national benchmark in implementation. The state has also completed the mapping and verification of 11,511 villages through nearly 14,900 drone flights, bringing greater transparency and legal certainty to rural property ownership. The impact of Gujarat's digital revenue reforms is clearly visible on the ground. Through initiatives such as Seva Setu camps and Lok Adalats, revenue disputes are being resolved faster, while technological reforms have accelerated timelines significantly, with NA-related decisions now being processed in nearly 40 days, and RTLOC's issuance along with premium notifications delivered within 10 days. Gujarat government is building a modern and tech-driven revenue department through the integration of all revenue-related services under the framework of Integration of Land Administration Framework. The Revenue Department is continuously adopting advanced technologies such as AI and machine learning-based encroachment alerts, real-time satellite monitoring, expanded drone surveys, and revenue dashboards to strengthen revenue administration. Through transformative revenue reforms and end-to-end digitization, Gujarat is redefining governance and shaping a future where every record, every service, and every citizen is seamlessly connected.
समर में बाल्टी तो चाहिए फॉर योर पसीना बाल्टी, और मॉनसून में बाल्टी तो चाहिए फॉर छत का पसीना। पसीना मत बहाओ, बर्जर रूफ कूलेंट सील लगाओ, ये छत के क्रैक्स को करे सील और आपको दे ठंडा फील। बर्जर रूफ कूलेंट सील।
Supreme Court allowed to continue stem cell as a clinical trial. How my son is eligible for that?
Based on that objective, the inclusion and exclusion criteria generally decide. If the methodology is double-blinded control or placebo, then half of the child will get a treatment and half of the child will not get the treatment because they are in the control group. So definitely those 6,000, 7,000 child will not already excluded as per the exclusion criteria. Yeah.
There's another issue is our parental body is almost 6,000 parents. 6,000 children have already got stem cell therapy done. They will be randomizing it. So you can either be in the control group or in the intervention group. That means your child will get stem cell. You do not have the choice. Considering stem cell as a procedure, double-blind placebo-controlled trial is not required. It's not required because it is not drug. Double-blind placebo-controlled trial is done for only drugs. But despite that, let's say there is no double-blinding. Still, randomization will be there. That means you will not have a choice whether you will be in a control group or an intervention group. By the time a trial would get registered itself, it will take some time, right? Until then, whatever facilities are there, those facilities should continue.
This is based on my personal experience. I look this stem cell and the rehab or other therapies as a joint package. Before the stem cell, if your child is here, this is the scale. If you give the therapy, you will see other therapies, OTPT and all, you will see some changes. But once you give the stem cell, your child will jump from this scale to this scale. So the baseline is here. And then along with that, if you give a good therapy, then you will see the improvement more exponential way.
But only after stem cell, I found the significant difference. I started seeing improvements in personal hygiene. He goes to the bathroom alone, he passes the urine and he washes himself, he brushes himself, he baths himself now. He writes with the help. I mean, he takes some help, but at least he's writing with hand. He eats independently with the help of the spoon. He understands. He shows some love to his sister and he is very attached to us, which never used to be there previously. Stem cell along with therapy is much more superior compared to the therapies alone. Then I started therapies as soon as possible. When my kid was around 3.5 years, he underwent autologous stem cell and slowly we started seeing improvements in him. So first and second stem cell, the sitting tolerance has improved properly. Then my kid started going to school properly. At least he was able to sit for 2 hours without a break. And his understanding has improved. Myself being a doctor, a neurologist, and being my own subject, neurological disorder, autism is a neurological disorder. My child being an autistic kid, I was not able to handle with therapies alone. Only after giving the stem cells along with the therapies, it made a huge impact. It made a significant improvement in the quality of life in my family. My kid hyperactivity has significantly reduced. Now he understands, initially we used to get angry with him because he was very cranky, he was hyperactive. There used to be a lot of meltdowns also. Now there are no meltdowns at all. Even if we just tell him a little bit louder, he understands, he calms down. We are having a happy time with him in the evening times, and he is sleeping properly, he is going to school, he is now writing alphabets and all. Eye contact has improved significantly. I mean, initially it was only 2 to 3 seconds. Now eye contact has improved for up to 15 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. That is a significant improvement for me, and I am happy with that. So I would definitely suggest a stem cell along with therapies make a huge impact compared to therapies alone. And the therapies alone we have given for almost 1.5 years compared to the stem cell which we are given. The stem cells have made a huge significant changes in our quality of life. I would recommend stem cell therapy for the autistic kids or ADHD.
I have done stem cell for my child. My child was 11-year-old and I wasted 2-3 years listening to my pediatrician friends and so many other medical fraternity. Ultimately we came and we decided, after doing my part of research, no matter what, बहुत सारे ifs and buts थे, but finally we decided कि we'll do, and it बहुत सारे improvement थे, बहुत सारे changes आए. Behavior तो था ही, understanding बहुत अच्छी थी. He is going to normal school, he is sitting with a normal kid. Swimming उसको नहीं आती थी. We tried so many times, but अब वो पूरी river cross कर लेता है without any support, without any help. So lot of progress I have seen.
My daughter was always better after stem cell. She didn't recognize me as a mother either. She was completely in her world. At 2 years of age, she had an extreme amount of echolalia. She would keep repeating anything without any sense to it. If we tried to teach her anything, she wouldn't understand the meaning of it, just repeat it. And she used to run away into the traffic if I take her out. She used to get overstimulated everywhere. She had an extremely severe amount of mouthing. So the moment I take her to the park, I used to be holding my heart if she would actually choke over a stone or what. So that was my situation, running around her 24/7 when she was diagnosed. And the moment I got the stem cell, and she had an extreme amount of pica as well, so she used to mouth and eat everything. And the moment I got the stem cell therapy done, I didn't expect the difference would be so quick, but within a month, pica was completely over. She wasn't eating any non-eatable substances, she wasn't mouthing, and she was not playing with her spit. Her attention span improved. She started being more responsive. She recognized me as a mother, first of all, because before that, if I wanted to give a trial after looking at the research, but after the response, I was sure I have to continue this. We had different problems at different levels. 3 years of age, she had extreme skin sensitivity. She wouldn't wear anything apart from a diaper, and that problem got solved after stem cell therapy. By the time she was 4 or so, after about 3 cycles, she had a complete receptive language was there. She was command following was there. She was understanding us. We didn't have these the kind of issues like mouthing or typical regressive behaviors were completely gone. So she was a silent and responsive child. Now she speaks. Now she has few sentences. She can say yes or no. She can add. She can subtract. She can communicate her needs 100%. We've come long way. She was in severe spectrum. Now she is in mild spectrum clearly. Now she is 7 years. We started at 2 years of age.
Other medical college or government college are doing stem cell real?
AIMS is doing for spina bifida, and the PGI Chandigarh. AIMS, they have published their paper also. And the Railway Hospital, Barodra, they were also working on that because to prevent the amputation.
What is your final appeal to the Supreme Court and to the Prime Minister of India regarding stem cell therapy and the decision they have made?
I would request the Supreme Court as well as Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Scientifically, there is no harm which was proven ever for stem cell therapy, and we could clearly see difference. Consider our children and let this treatment be available to us.
As a parent forum vice president, Narendra Modi ji and Supreme Court to hear us as our pain, our struggle, what we currently facing, and give us chance to continue the stem cell. Our life go better.
I want to add one thing कि जब भी ये फाइनल वर्डिक्ट लिया जाए तो जो भी पैनल ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजेस हैं उसमें एटलीस्ट वन जज ऐसा हो जिसकी फैमिली में या जिसके आसपास की फैमिली में कोई एक बच्चा स्पेशल हो, सो दे कैन कनेक्ट बेटर वे विथ आवर प्रॉब्लम्स. कॉइन का दोनों साइड देख के फाइनल वर्डिक्ट शुड बी गिवन.
मैं इसमें कुछ ऐड होंगी. मुझे लगता है कि उनको उन बच्चों से भी मिलना चाहिए जिनके बच्चे इम्प्रूव हुए हैं, उन पेरेंट्स के बच्चों से, तो उससे वो रिलेट कर पाएंगे कि हम कहाँ से कहाँ तक पहुँच पाए हैं.
आदरणीय मोदी जी एवं सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज, हमारा जो फैसला है हमें जल्द से जल्द चाहिए और सही फैसला चाहिए. सर, आप लोग हमारे बच्चों से आके एक बार मिलिए. आप पर्सनली आके मिलोगे तो आपको देख के पता चलेगा कि हमारे बच्चे वाकई कितने ठीक हुए हैं. आपने हमारे किसी भी बच्चे को कोर्ट में बुला के तो देखा नहीं है, किसी से मुलाकात नहीं हुई, किसी से बात नहीं हुई है. एक बार आके आप बच्चों से देखिए जो बच्चे ठीक हो गए हैं, तो आपको भी इस चीज का अनुभव होगा कि स्टेम सेल वाकई बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है और बच्चे ठीक हो रहे हैं. और हमें जल्द से जल्द न्याय दीजिए, बहुत लंबा मत खींचे, क्योंकि इसमें हमारे पेरेंट्स की भी तकलीफें बढ़ रही है.
I sincerely request Shri Narendra Modi ji and Honorable Supreme Court to at least allow us to permit us to continue the stem cell therapy in these kids.